Good morning, friends, and we are going to play another game of Escape the Dungeon. Okay, so what did I learn I was doing wrong? These are set. So let's say I'm facing a creature that has a fist and an eye. Those are set. We only roll these dice. So I was doing that incorrectly on combat. So we'd roll to defeat those. So double eye protects the miller. I think that's the miller. Yep, the miller. The eye would take out this eye. Okay? But the fist means abbot takes damage from the creature. The miller was protected. Right? So whatever's left is damage, automatic attack damage on our opponents. So what's cool is we know what the creatures do. So on the ones where the creature has to roll, for instance, the wolves were a great example in the last video. You would roll, and the wolves will use that for the whole fight, right? You don't keep rolling it, and that's what I was doing wrong. Okay. So, for instance, let's say the creature has these two plus two of us. Oh, wow. So they've got 3 fists and an eye, right? So we have to knock out these. We have to knock these out or suffer damage, right? So that's how it works. It's actually super simple, and I actually like that because I'm not rolling all these darn dice constantly. Okay, so with that being said, that's how you play it. That's it. Very, very simple. Something you couldn't break the game to roll them, the dice over and over. It creates a little chaos in trying to decipher how I was damaged and how I damaged them. Okay, so again, we have the abbot, Dell the abbot, and Justin the miller. I've named these 2 characters after my role-playing guys on a Roleplay Cafe. So we have Dell Branham as the abbot, and we have Justin Green as the miller. And we're going to escape as they have gotten out of their cell. So let's flip this over. After years of incarceration in the depths of the dark castle, you will finally break free of your cell. In a small stone room adjoining the cell box stands an old wooden chest. The lock is open. Draw an item card for each player. This one to the abbot. This one to the miller. Wow, a cracked axe for Dell's abbot. In combat, roll a chapter die along with your character. Character die each time you attack. Apply both results. Oh, sweet. So you're going to get to roll a chapter die with your axe. That's very cool. It's giving him 2 weapons now. Cunning concoction for Justin. Discard and apply a single cunning at any time. Outstanding. So you can use a cunning to kill a creature by discarding this. Okay, now we hear the footsteps approaching. We must off. We must away. Let's see how far we can survive with these 2. All right, here we go. A creature stitched together using butchered animal parts scuttles towards you. It is hideous and instinctively lashes out. Begin combat, but you get to make 1 attack before the first round, taking no damage. That's sweet. The first time this creature is defeated, you have to draw an item card, roll the chapter dice. If the result is might, it regenerates. So it uses what is that called? Let's get these names right, too, for once, instead of me calling them my own names. Wisdom. So it has wisdom, and it gets a die for each character in the table. Wow, so it's going to also get cunning and might. Okay, now we've already established the abbot using his axe can use these. We've also established that we can use cunning using this concoction. So we're going to do that. We're not going to try to take any. We're going to try to prolong any damage as soon as possible. So Justin the abbot will discard this and use his cunning to get rid of that cunning. And then we'll roll these 2 dice. We need might and we need wisdom to defeat this creature. Yes, we get a might. Boom. So Dell with his axe takes out might, and he shields himself from the wisdom. Unfortunately, the miller will take 1 point of damage because he is not shielded, right? Remember, the miller used his concoction on his turn. So the miller now is 17, so he's taking some damage. All right, we restart. And remember, this does not cause damage. It protects you from that damage. All right, round 2. Oh, wait, I get to roll a chapter die as well. Beautiful. So the abbot will eliminate this creature, and we get to draw an item card. Here's the dangerous thing. I have to roll. So item card first for the abbot, And we're going to roll to see if I roll a might, the creature regenerates. Oh, so we're fighting the creature again. All right, the creature regenerates. We got to roll 2 more of these dice. It does have wisdom. It has might, and it has might. Fortunately, oh, I got to draw an item card for the Miller as well. Sorry. The Miller has effervescent evasion. Whenever you would lose an HP, you can discard this to escape being wounded. That's very cool. All right. Here we go. Rusted Flail. Once per round of combat, when you roll a cunning, you may roll again. Well, I've got to give that. We're going to give that to the Miller as well because he has high cunning score, which means his cunning will come up on the dice more. So we're going to take advantage of this weapon fitted perfectly for the Miller. Justin gets a weapon that suits his character. You may roll again and choose which 2 results to apply. That is so sweet. So we've got the Axe of the Abbot, and we have both characters combat, and if I roll a cunning, we can roll again to try to eliminate. This is really good odds now. We get a fist, so I think the Abbot will knock out a fist. Cunning will not help us with the Axe, but I get a wisdom. That will take out this wisdom. So this fist will hurt both of us 1 point. 17, 16. Holy cow. If he had rolled a cunning, he could have rolled again and taken the best result. All right, so here are the current results we have to beat right there. Oh, wait, no. One of these was my die that was for the Axe. Sorry. We only got 1 left to kill it. And Miller, you gotta be kidding me. He can use this cunning to re-roll. So the Miller will use this cunning rusty flail and hope we get that or we're in trouble. Oh, but he does defend himself. So the Miller will defend himself and Dell's character will take a damage. They're both at 16. Things are not going well for us here. Oh, well, fortunately the Miller will get double cunning, which means... So right now the Abbot is flailing badly against this ugly creature of parts assembled. But the Miller can use his rusty flail or avoid damage. We're going to try to kill it. We're going to use that rusty flail. We need a fist. No, shoot. So we're both going to take damage. So Dell and the Abbot are in a fight for their lives against this creature with no, with no name. It was a fist. And it was, right? I think that, no, it was an eye, wasn't it? Shoot, see, I got to pay attention. It was a fist. It's a fist we're trying to beat. Sorry. All right, here we go. We need a fist. Unbelievable. We're going to take damage again. However, the Miller can re-roll with his rusty flail. We need a fist. No, shoot, we're losing. I was hoping to avoid damage as long as possible, and as you can see, we are having a heck of a time killing this beast the second time. There it is. Finally, the Abbot gets angry and double kills that sucker. Holy cow, that was ugly. We took a beating. Now, we had already defeated it easily. The second time round, it was very difficult to beat, but we do, and we already drew our item cards, so we cannot draw out any more item cards. Holy cow. All right, let's move on. This is brilliant. This is called Escape the Dark Dungeon. In a sweltering chamber, a blacksmith is forging a sword. He is so absorbed in his craft that you spot an opportunity to steal from him. As a group, choose one option. Move on. It's not worth the risk. Steal. I think we move on. I don't think we want to endanger anything here. It says here, if we try to steal, nominate a player to try to use cunning to get the attempt. Well, definitely the Miller has a bunch of cunning on here. So we could certainly probably pull this off with the Miller. If we move on, we just move on. Failure, yeah, we don't want to do that. We're gonna keep moving because we took so much damage from that other creature. We're gonna keep moving. All right. Oh no! A series of long blades swing from the ceiling of this narrow passageway. You study the pattern of the movement and prepare to dash through to the other side. In unison, all players must roll their character die along with one chapter die 3 times. Each time a player's character die matches the chapter die they roll, they are caught with a blade for 2 hit points. If a player rolls a double on any of his 3 rolls, they survive without having to roll. So they want doubles. We have to roll 1 chapter die with their character's die 3 times. So the abbot, he's going to suffer 2 points of damage. Unbelievable. Oh, fortunately the miller makes 1, but the abbot suffers 2 hit points. He's down to 12. Dell may not make it through this game. Second time for the miller. He gets doubles, and he's through, safe and sound. Come on, Dell's got to get doubles here. Get through this. Yes, and Dell gets doubles and gets through unscathed on the second. So the abbot and the miller are doing okay right now as Dell and Justin work their way through the castle dungeons. Your spirit is suddenly wrenched from your body. Paralyzed, you can only watch as it drifts above you. You are incapacitated. To restore your corporeal balance, the other players must roll in unison, keeping track of any wisdom rolled until they have rolled a total wisdom equal to the number of players. So we need to roll 2 wisdom. This was, by the way, the abbot pulled this card. So we need him to roll 1 wisdom to save the abbot. No, 2 fists. Let's see here. After each attempt, you lose a hit point. Oh, so come on, Justin. You got to save Dell's spirit. Yes. All right. We're moving, baby. We're getting it done. Okay. So the miller manages to defeat this thing, and after 3 fells, you would end the curse at least. But he saves him, and only costs him 1 hit point. The smell of manure is thick as you enter this chamber, flanked with wooden animal stalls, and a agitated beast of burden busts through towards you. Each round, when it attacks, the creature deals an additional point of damage to any players who hit it. Uh-oh. Shoot. And 2 of these dice. Okay, we got 2 to defeat here. Okay, we get an extra 1 for the abbot, and we get a reroll for cunning. So we have got to get 3. Here's the thing, if we hit it, you'll take an extra point of damage. So we want to hit it because we have to kill it, but we'll all take 3 points of damage, or we'll take 1 point of damage. All right, so Dell has eliminated that. The miller protects himself, but has cunning, and the abbot scores a cunning, which takes out this cunning. So Dell causes 2, but means he suffers 2 points of damage. He's at 9. And the miller totally protects himself, blocks it. So that is sweet. Oh, by the way, this is Dell's. So Dell's axe is pretty awesome. Here we go. The miller and... All right, so Dell's axe will knock it out. And he also defends himself. So he kills it and defends himself from the 1 point of damage. And the miller's saved because, again, they cannot attack you until you've killed it. So technically, Dell killed it, so they couldn't suffer damage no matter what. Neither can the miller. Because once it's dead, it is dead. So we're doing pretty good here, man. There's good strategy to be had. Okay, Miller is flipping this card. You were knocked unconscious and dragged away. So the miller's been knocked away to a torture chamber. You must endure pain until your absence is noticed. Roll your character die 5 times. Each roll that is not might or a double, you lose 1. Come on. And unfortunately, he has a double might and 1 might. So he does have a 35% chance to avoid damage. He'll take 1 point every time he fails. That's roll 1. He takes a point of damage. He's at 13. Roll 2. He gets a might. Awesome. Roll 3. He gets double. That doesn't matter. He has to. It's not a might symbol. 12. Oh, 11. This is the. Let's see. He took 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the last one, right? 5th. And double might. He dodges that, and we're done with this card. As Dell sneaks in and helps the miller escape while he is sharpening his utensils for the next go-round. Oh, man. Dell is at 9. Justin is at 11 hit points. We are not going to survive this, but let's keep going. Oh, I forgot. We're supposed to draw an item card for the beast we killed. Sorry. We did kill that beast. Now, he can only carry liquid luck. You may re-roll any character die. I think we're going to continue to use that. We want that hit point die, so we're going to throw out the liquid luck. Stale loaf of bread. can be discarded. So he's going to eat this bread and get 2 hit points back, is the abbot. So both our heroes are back at 11. That's good. All right, let's flip this card. Out of the darkness from a wooden door comes a crazed lunatic using his shackles as a chain weapon. You must try first to dodge it. You need a might or a double to dodge and a surprise attack. And they're both going to take success. Failure, you are smashed aside, lose 2 hit points, and combat begins. Wow, so we're both at 9. Combat begins. Now this guy has a might, a cunning, and we have to roll 2 dice for us. He has 2 cunnings, and he has also wisdom. So this lunatic is very, very dangerous. Fortunately, Dell with his axe, and cunning will allow a rusty reroll. So here we go. We're going to get might. We'll take out the might. That's good. Dell's axe will take out this. Oh, and unfortunately, the miller is going to suffer 2 points of damage, as does Dell. Remember, what's left is his attack against us. That's 4 points of damage. That's 2 attacks, so that's 4 points of damage. We're at 5 and 5. This is dangerous. Justin is going to use this, discard it, and whenever you lose... Wait, he could use his cunning and re-roll. He didn't roll cunning. Discard this item and lose no hit points. How about that? So he actually is going to stay at 9. So that was a pretty successful item. He avoided 4 points of damage, did Justin, by the use of that. Okay, we need 2 cunnings to defeat this creature, like right now. We got 1 cunning from Dell. The abbot actually did that. We need a cunning from the miller. No, the miller's we're gonna both end up taking 2 again. Dell is down to 3. The miller did not roll cunning. See, cunning would kill it anyway, so we wouldn't want to re-roll it. And we're down to 7 for Justin. We are not going to survive to the end. Here we go, round 3. We need a cunning. We get a double cunning from the miller. He protects himself. And now I could use this double cunning to re-roll to try to kill it. If not, Dell is done. The game will be... No, he'll be down to 1 hit point. Yep, Justin's going to have to step out of his defense and re-roll using his rusty flail. That was a double cunning, so we can do that. We need a cunning to defeat it. No, my gosh, they're both going to suffer. Dell's down to 1, and Justin's down to 5 points. Come on, guys, we only need to get 1 cunning. Oh, my Lord, we don't get anything. And that's going to kill Dell. That's going to make the game over, and Justin would drop to 3. Meanwhile, at that point, the miller would be overwhelmed by this lunatic madman as he watches him strangle to death the abbot with his chain, and then he looks up with a terror in his eyes as if the miller is the most terrifying creature he's ever seen. And Justin is no match for this crazed lunatic as he wails, swings, screams, and will fade to black on the unfortunate lives of the abbot and the miller. It does not pay to escape your cell in the dark castle.